Rick is here trying to start his engines. What's going on, Rick? Flooded? Shut this one off and let's try it again. I don't hear it turning over. That's better. Hang on. Something's happening with Rick's boat. It's not even turning over, is it?
No, sweetie. Yes, you're right. I did switch batteries around. Maybe I didn't turn me on off switch. That's probably what I did.
It's a C-ray, you know, so.
Okay, run.
It was on? Yeah, make sure that key's on down there, right?
It is. Both of them are.
Bonk, bonk. Got nothing.
Can't be dead.
Hang on, we'll figure this out. Rick came down on Tuesday and switched he's got a battery, he's got a starting battery for each engine, and then he's got another third battery that really just operates as windlass. And when that battery starts, I guess the port side battery is the first one to start to go bad because it runs refrigerators and all that. So every year he just kind of rotates, and when he rotated, he took the windlass battery and put it right to the number one spot and put the number one battery down there because it was dead. And I think what happened was that number one battery drew off the number two starting battery on a starboard motor. So because both of those batteries are dead, and once he jumped it from number one battery to number two battery, he got it fired up, but those batteries are so stone cold dead that he just decided to get 3 new ones. So we took one back with us for a core, and then he bought 3, and these got to go back on Monday when we get back. But we are ready to go. Just cast off my last line here and go get some fuel. Oh, it's windy. Okay, ready? Full of spiders, I think.
Slightly later start.
Slightly.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, we're just going to Buffalo.
Yeah.
We're just going to Buffalo for the night, like we did last year. We're going down to Buffalo, and then tomorrow morning we take off out of there early in the morning and just shoot across the lake to Port Colborne. So there's not really anything. There's a concert tonight in Buffalo. What is it? Some Grateful Dead tribute?
Star Orchestra.
So it's a Grateful Dead tribute. So I don't really anticipate a lot of boats being on the wall. So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna have too much of a problem getting there. There are 4 of us, 4 boats. So we'll see. But we're just gonna go run over and grab some fuel now, and then head up there. So I'll catch you when we get back to the river. Bridge now, and there's a big deep hole in the river here, and I want to kind of show you what it does to my speed and tack. So right now we're running at 3,200 RPMs on both engines in a pretty swift current. We're going 26.3 miles an hour. When I get up to this hole, the RPMs are going to climb probably 400 RPMs, and the speed is going to drop a couple of miles an hour from what I recall. I know the RPMs are going to climb, so we'll just kind of check it out here. Once I get closer, I'll turn you back on. Okay, ready? Right? Where is it? Right here. Ready? Right here. All right, 200 RPMs. We went up 200 RPMs, almost 20, or sorry, almost, yeah, we went 200 RPMs and lost a ton of speed. We were going 27 point something, and we were going 24.1 now. It's the weirdest thing. It's a big deep hole, and the water comes down, and it curls around, and it rushes past your props, making the RPMs go up, and then scrubs the speed off the speedometer. So now we're only going 20 miles an hour at 3,200 RPMs. And wait till you see the bridge here. I'm just gonna bring up the RPMs to 3,200. I like it there. So we're at 21.3 mile an hour. Now I'll show you the bridge when we go by. You'll see how fast this current is. It looks like we're barely even moving. All right, so here's the bridge. Check this out. How fast that current's ripping past there. All right, we're coming up to Buffalo. I'll turn you back on when we get to the city. The outer harbor. And looks kind of gloomy out. It's pretty cloudy, but it's warm. It's 78 degrees, 80 degrees. So they're calling for a good weekend. So hopefully tomorrow morning this lake will calm down and we'll zip right across in 35, 45 minutes and be able to go to the beach. Okay. Is he intended down? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to my wife real quick. Yeah, well, you know, just let me go over there and take a look at it, and I'll have a better idea of what I'm looking at when I get there, and I'll have some suggestions on what we could do. No, I'm actually in the middle of Lake Erie on my boat heading to Port Colborne. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll just turn around, I'll head back. Yeah, no worries. No, I'll be back on Monday morning, so Tuesday morning I can run over there. Okay. Certainly. Yeah. Okay. All right, no problem. Thanks. Bye. Yeah. Good morning. It's Friday morning, 8 a.m. And as you can tell, customers are already calling me and stuff. But we're just headed out of Riverworks. Got 3 boats behind me. It's pretty cloudy and dark today, but it's almost close to 80 degrees already. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be nice. And all this is supposed to burn off and get real sunny later. The lake, I heard, is nice and calm, so we should have a nice calm crossing today. And I think last year it took us 50-something minutes. So I'm hoping this year it takes us like 40. But I'll hit the start button here and we'll check it out when we get there and see what kind of time we made. Got to run down here the Buffalo River. Gonna go past Canal Side and then out into the lake. Once I get in the lake, we're just gonna line up to what's it called? Point Abano, which is a lighthouse on the point. You can line that up. Once we get to the lighthouse, kind of veer right a little bit and head to Port Colborne. So we're off. I'll get you back on here in a minute. That's why we stayed down at Riverworks last night, is because these guys took up the whole dock here at Canal Side. They got the Corning Museum of Glass barge, and they do shows and stuff on it. And then there's some, I don't know, there's a tugboat that pulls it, another tugboat that is connected to whatever boat that is. And we were on this dock yesterday, but there's no power poles on it, so I had to run the generator. The power starts from where the green boat is all the way down, and there's probably only slips for, I don't know, 6 or 7 boats, and they're already rafted 4 and 5 out. So we took a spot over here for a couple hours last night, and then decided to run up the river to Riverworks. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Let's get over closer to it. We already got people here. 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're already doing a show. Probably employees. I don't know. What happened? Oh. Angela Christoforos. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably slips for 8 boats, but they're all full last night.
They said the boats behind them were.
Yeah.
2 boats that said they were leaving didn't leave.
No. Well, the one with the diving board came in late. He wasn't one of the
no.
ones. But the one inside said he was leaving, and he didn't leave.
And the one behind them, the 10 grand.
Oh, that Sea Ray was leaving?
Yeah, he said he was leaving.
Oh. So there's the SS Little Rock, the old one, and you can see that they're painting it, and they've gotten, man, it's been all summer, this whole side of the boat. It took them all summer. They're not even done yet. I figured they'd be done quick. But they haven't done the superstructure on it yet. They're just doing the hull. I just figured that would be sprayed on and done with, right? But anyways, all right, everybody's behind us. All right, we're just leaving the Buffalo River. We're about to enter the lake, and we've been going for, it'll be 10 minutes. So we will get on our way, see what this lake is like. All right, we're on our way. See what kind of condition the lake is once we get around the point. Pull out of Buffalo. See, Buffalo is directly behind me at my 6 o'clock. And right at my 12 o'clock is Point Avenue. There's a little lighthouse on the end of the Point Avenue. We like to stay about a mile offshore where the water is nice and deep. And then once I get to Point Avenue, I'm gonna veer to the right, and when you look down that way, you're gonna see the big, I think it's a grain factory, right? I think it's a grain factory at the mouth of the Welland Canal, and that's where we're going. So this is like the halfway point. We'd have been out there for 21 minutes. That's including the 10 minutes in the river. So making pretty good time. We're rolling at 29 mile an hour. We were going 30 for a little bit there, but I'm getting stuck in that guy up there's boat wake, so I keep kind of slowing down. But once we get around this bend, I'll turn you back on. Well, we've round the corner. Point Avenue is behind us. Showing our friends. Right in front of us is that factory we're talking about. We're having a discussion on the boat right now. We're not actually sure what that factory is. If anybody knows what it is, it's at the mouth of the Welland Canal in Lake Erie. Let me know in the comments, but I don't know what it is. So we should be there in probably 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get our slip. All right, just coming off plane now, pulling in. The entrance right there. We averaged 24 mile an hour because slow area in Buffalo River brought the average down. 31 mile an hour. Went 19 miles in 48 minutes, and 10 of those minutes were again in the Buffalo River. So it's 38 minutes from Buffalo to here. That's not bad. So we're gonna pull in this opening right here and get on channel 6-8 and get our slip assignment and go dock. So I'll catch you back in a minute. All right, we just got our slip assignment. We're gonna be backing in the slip, so we were told to put our fenders on the port side. Who's that behind Dan? It's nobody we know, right? This fuel tank is full. The gauge is broken, and we're only running on the port side tank, so we used just about almost a quarter tank of gas on the way here, which is about an eighth of the total fuel, so probably 30 gallons. Yeah, probably 30 gallons. No, maybe a little bit less. So side. Okay. Miller's must be right next to us then, right?
Miller's are there's one in between us. There's 6, we're 8, so there's 7 in between us.
Oh, right, because it's not.
It's not this
Gotcha.
way.
Gotcha.
This guy might be a problem. No?
Hmm?
This guy might be a problem.
It's fine.
I just don't think it's where he's going.
Sugarloaf Marina, Paradise Found, calling Sugarloaf Marina.
Uh-oh, legs are out.
That's
You made it.
Do you want me to start?
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Oh, there's the guy.
This is Sugarloaf, go ahead.
I'm looking for my dock assignments, please. We are Schmidt, SCHMITT, Paradise Found.
We're right next to Johnny Lenny's boat. 8.
8. You're right where you need to be. We got that.
Huh?
Very good. You are going to
Where's that?
G1, that is Golf 1 over.
What side? Thank you. What side should I put my fenders?
We're in 8. That's 8?
Yep.
Okay.
I was going to say, it's a little cozy. That's
Prob-
Johnny Lenny's boat though, right?
Probably should have put fenders on the starboard side. Yeah, if you want to. Well, we all came in at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, she's glasses.
I wouldn't call it glass, but I would call it pretty damn near good conditions.
A bubbly pancake.
I know, eh?
Hey, you're in.
You're good.
My wife says that to me all the time. Okay.
Hey, well,
Thanks, guys. All right.
You're in.
Let's go watch these guys. Where you going, Dan? Making memories. You're 53? You G53? Okay. I got it, Dan. You're fine. You're fine, Dan. Little weedy.
Hi, kids, I missed you.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna temporarily tie you up then, until everybody else shows up. Let's go find out who's next. Who's next? G6, yeah. Where's G6? Right here? Okay, so he is next. I don't know where he went, though. I don't know if he made it in yet. Your nav lights have been on since last night. You know that? There you go. They've been on since last night. Goose poops. Oops.
GoPro be in, were you?
Yep, got you. All your mess ups and everything. You did great. It's because you can see through your windows now.
Yeah, there is.
You couldn't have an easier slip to get into, though. Put it this way, Rick. This is the dirty side of the boat. You can take care of that this weekend, along with all the goose poops.
Let's call that yeehaw.
Hey, good. How are you?